Welcome to Breaking Backlog. So, you've played Stardew Valley, you've grown all your crops, you've appeased your grandfather's ghost, and you've achieved perfection. And now, you're waiting for Haunted Chocolatier. Or maybe another update? Who knows with this guy, those interviews get me so hopeful though. But now you're ready for more. Now, you're ready for community-made content. Just like every good game that I end up sinking hundreds of hours into, Stardew Valley has a vibrant and long-standing modding community, pumping out just games worth of impressive content to extend your adventures into the valley. I don't know, hundreds of hours? Thousands of hours if your obsession really takes hold? It's hard to know what's worth downloading when there's tens of thousands of things to click. So, if you're new to modding and looking for a good place to start, or you're just looking for a big group of curated mods you know will work, you can follow along with these videos and find the mods that you want to use for your Stardew Valley experience. Quick disclaimer here, we're going to be using Stardew Valley version 1.6.15, the latest release as of this video. If you want to find out your Stardew Valley version and you're not sure, you can open the question mark menu in the bottom right of the title screen, and it's going to be there on the left. So, this will be a series with the goal of making a large and stable mod pack at the end of it, so that I can do a playthrough of it on this channel, and also making it easy enough to follow along with so that anybody can play along with me. We're taking the shotgun approach and going for just a wide download base of a lot of different types of mods. That being said, you are more than free to pick and choose what you want for your Stardew Valley experience, and definitely don't need to download everything. And each of these videos will feature something a little bit different, some different types of mods. Now, this video will cover the installation of SMAPI, which is going to handle all of our mods, along with going over the various background mods by some top-tier authors that lay the groundwork for a functioning modded game. If you're used to modding other games, like for me, say Minecraft and Skyrim, you may be tempted to download a mod launcher, something like CurseForge or even Mod Organizer 2. And while those are options for modding Stardew Valley, these videos are going to cover manual downloads and SMAPI installation, as it's easy enough to mod without the launchers, and it's recommended by the community that you just don't even bother with them at all, and let SMAPI handle it. This tripped me up at first, but we'll be going step by step to make sure nothing goes wrong, and it is a pretty easy process once you get going. Throwback, if you're used to modding Minecraft without a launcher, it's incredibly similar to that. The Stardew Valley Modding API, or SMAPI, like the vast majority of the mods that we're going to be covering in these videos, can be grabbed from Nexus Mods, which, right now, and God willing, is the place where most of these mods are hosted. Despite current controversy as this video is coming out, it is a reliable source of mods. SMAPI will be installed a little differently from the rest of the mods that we're going to cover, which is why it gets its own section. Now, before we do anything, make sure you've run Stardew Valley on your computer before. This is the easiest step. You'll be going to the Nexus mod page for SMAPI, which will be linked in the description like the rest of the mods. And try your damnedest to scroll past that Anime Sebastian mod. You can see when I open requirements, the bar on the side just goes crazy. This mod is used by everything. Since we won't be using a mod launcher, we're going to be manually downloading every single one of these mods. Download it, extract it in any way you like, I prefer 7-zip, and then open it up. Click on the operating system you're using. These videos will use Windows because I'm too proud to use Mac and too stupid to use Linux. This will open a command window. Since you've run Stardew Valley on your computer before, SMAPI will find the correct folder and bring them up. Select it with one, select install with one, and then let it do its thing. At this point, your command window will spit you out a file location. This is going to be a path to the mod launcher we're going to be using to open Stardew Valley from now on. It's housed inside your Steam Stardew Valley folder, wherever you decide to keep that. You can copy this file location and paste it into the properties of your Stardew Valley on Steam. This will let you use Steam achievements and the Steam overlay while you're modding. If you don't care about that, you can also just create a shortcut to the little pufferfish chicken that's appeared in your Stardew Valley folder. Put it on your desktop and that's your new best friend. Now that we have SMAPI installed, a mods folder has appeared in our Stardew Valley folder. this is where all of our mod files will go. First, you'll download it from the Nexus, always manual download. Then you'll unzip it, however you like, and chuck it in that modding folder. Easy as that. Now, let's start downloading some mods. We'll start by downloading the Content Patcher and the generic mod menu, both of which are totally essential, I feel, with the Content Patcher adding just a blinding amount of utility to even utility mods, and the mod menu allowing us to edit our mod settings and actually view what we have installed while we're in Stardew Valley. I think this is the best time to shout out mod author Pathos Child, the creator of SMAPI and our Content Patcher, as well as about 20 other mods that are just total staples of the modding scene. Without their work, none of this would be possible, and they're going to come up a lot in these videos, as well as the rest of the mod authors here. Now that our base is set, let's get specific. Like I said before, you don't have to download all of the mods I download, but these I do highly recommend, as I'm just going for as much compatibility as I possibly can. Starting off with Space Core by Space Chase Zero, who also created the mod configuration menu. Space Core is used by almost all of Space Chase Zero's mods, as well as a ton of others, 2 of which we're going to grab right now. JSON Assets, which lets mod makers add custom content, and Content Patcher Animations, which enables animated items and textures. With these, we'll also need to download Extended Precautions Utility by Cherry Chain, a mod that lets authors edit in-game events. We will grab Peaceful End's Fashion Sense and Custom Companions, adding support for more clothing shapes and, well, custom companions respectively. We'll add on Farm Type Manager by Eska MMC and MEEP by Decidedly Human, both allowing for the editing of map properties. For our NPCs, we'll get Antisocial NPCs by Uberer C. Ferkel, allowing for the addition of non-friendable characters. Custom NPC Exclusions, also by Escal MMC, letting NPCs be excluded from certain events, and Miss Coreil's Unique Response Core, allowing for more added dialogue with compatibility with a lot of other mods. We're gonna grab 3 more quick frameworks, the Producer Framework and the Mail Framework by Diggis, and more Grass Framework by Sonozuki, doing exactly what you would think they do, adding the ability to have more producer machines, mail, and the ability to have more grass textures. We're gonna throw in Polyamory Sweet by April Forever. This is even more optional, but is compatible with a ton of other mods, and adds some nice compatibility, even if you don't utilize all of the mod's features, if you know what I mean. For textures, we're going to be adding Daisy Neko's Tilesheets, which is used by a staggering amount of mods as assets, and alternative textures, also by Peaceful End, allowing for texture variation on a single item. Our audio is going to be handled right now by SAAT API and Toolkit by Zero Matrice, and 2 library mods, StardewHack by BCM PINC, not even going to try that one, and Stardustcore by OmegaSys. Both of these are important for mods by each of their various authors, but will also be used by other mods from the community. They're just not connected to anything we're downloading right at this very moment. And for our final section, a group of mods I missed on my first go-around because I might be a fool. We have Custom Fix Dialog by Aiden Thorne, fixing extra dialogue bugs. Unlockable Bundles by Deli XXN, adding support for custom bundles anywhere in the valley. Custom Tokens by the Mighty Amundi, adding more token usage? I have no idea with this one, to be honest. It is important. Expanded Storage by LeFew Matt, allowing for more storage options. Multi-Yield Crops and the Shop Tile Framework, both also by Cherry Chain, letting crops drop more stuff and shops be added anywhere in the valley, respectively. And finally, for real, Dynamic Reflections, also by Peaceful End, letting mirrors and water reflections look oh so beautiful. That was a lot of mods to download all at once, so I encourage you to go back through and take your time. That's a lot of mods to go through, and I encourage you to take your time and make sure you do have everything. It's also worth going back through and looking at all of the Nexus pages for these mods. They'll show compatibility, other stuff by the authors, and just little tips and tricks, which is pretty nice. Nexus also allows you to look at the requirements for all these mods, which not a big deal for these as they're all the requirements for most mods, but it also allows you to see what mods require it. This is a great way to look at mods that use the mods you're already using and help you find additions to other mods you really, really like. You can also look at the mod authors pages and see if there's any mods that you want to download from there. If you are downloading anything outside of these videos, just make sure that it is compatible with your version of Stardew and all of the other mods that you've been downloading, because it can get pretty hectic, and that big red bar of text can fill up in SMAPI pretty fast. Now, this is only the very tip of the iceberg, obviously, and downloading these won't really do much to your Stardew as is, but it is a great place to start. Now, next video we're going to be going over a big group of utility and cheat mods that's going to be closer to a mod review than this was, more of a tutorial. After that, we'll be able to start looking at expansions, new NPCs, crops, and just a whole lot more that the community's made. So, subscribe if you want to see how this progresses. Thanks!